Welcome back to the All Who Wander podcast. This is part 2 of our Choose Adventure Mindset series. So once you've created space to listen to the quiet nudges, the next step is to clarify what matters most to you. And that clarity comes from our values. So I like to say our core values are our compass, and I like a good travel metaphor, as you might have noticed. They really are a guide to helping you make decisions, and they shape how you spend your energy and your time. Losing sight of what truly matters to you rarely happens in a single defining moment, but more often, it's a slow, quiet drift. I'm going to give you one example of a season that I knew my values were out of alignment. The girls were little, and I was still running my business, and my travel blog, Hip Travel Mama, was taking off, and it was so fun. And I had been invited to be a guest on the Today Show. It was like a dream opportunity in Pike Place Market in Seattle. And I'd built these amazing partnerships with some of the top travel brands in the world. I was posting and sharing our travel adventures on social media. And I was kind of a part of this early trailblazing group of first travel influencers. But over time, the culture, as you know it today, of social media, it began to shift. And it became less about sharing authentic experiences and connecting with each other. And it was really more about chasing likes and followers. And the pressure to do all of that, like when the girls were little, it was so hard. And we were out on these little adventures, and my kids kept telling me, Mom, like, put my phone down, let's go play. And I'd be like, just one more post. And I could tell that my self-care was slipping and my sleep was slipping for sure. And I just couldn't keep up. And so I finally had to press pause because I knew it was out of alignment with my values. It was amazing. And I created this blog to create memories with my family and to savor those 18 summers we get together. But the social media culture for me was so inauthentic to how I felt and not aligned with my values that I had let the hustle take over the why. And that's the whole focus of chapter 2 in the book. And I had to find my way back. Now is the time. We're going to do some journal prompting. And I want you to grab your journal or something to write on. And I want you to honestly ask yourself, where has there been a time in my life when the hustle has taken over the why? And people say, hey, how are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm just so busy. And are those things that you're working on, are those things actually moving you forward? And are they aligned with your core values? If you're feeling stuck, I have a great tool on my website. It's called Core Values Are Your Compass. And you can find it at AnnTaylorHartzell.com/core values. And you can take a free quiz, and it gives you an option to narrow down your top 20, top 10 to your top 5 values. And I want you to write them down in your journal because we're going to use them in the next couple episodes as you're trying to hone in on what it is that's important to you in this season. So in the next episode, we'll talk about fear and how reframing fear as curiosity can help you move forward. You don't need certainty. You just need the courage to take the next step and choose adventure. We'll see you in the next episode. And as always, I'm cheering you on to take your first step in clarifying your core values so we can move on to reframe fear as curiosity.